old-timer convention Klassikwelt Bodensee took place for the third time in June of this year. More than 100 years of automobile history were portrayed by more than 400 exhibitors from 10 nations on the shores of Lake Constance in the German town of Friedrichshafen. But the show wasn't dedicated exclusively to the 2-, 3-, and 4-wheeled styles of mobility. Historical aircraft were also in the hangars and in the skies over the fairgrounds. A real rarity was the Opel rocket car Rack 2, powered by 24 rockets at the back. That allowed Fritz von Opel to reach an amazing 228 kilometers an hour in 1928. And visitors were able to get real close to some classic models. People were free to take a seat in this 1951 Rolls Royce Silver Dawn. Only 760 of these were ever built, so it is something special. The car was designed to make drivers independent. The windscreen wipers could be powered automatically or by hand. Old-timer enthusiast Eckhard Lungen says that feature was designed in England for the event that the windscreen wiper engine failed. The driver could operate the wipers himself. Lungen says he doubts the feature was ever used very much, but he says the driver always was in the position to react if he needed to. This might look like an oversized letterbox, but in fact, it's a hot rod. The Ford is just 98 centimeters tall. The special conversion cost around 60,000 euros. Vision is also fairly limited, which can be a problem given that the 200 horsepower engine can reach speeds of 180 kilometers. Old-timer mechanic Gustav Widegren says the special thing about the vehicle was the fact they could construct it so low, but also maintain perfect driving dynamics and technical and kinetic properties. Widegren says they managed to build the car lower than 1 meter. The engine is a very powerful V8 motor, but one dating back to the 1950s. And all the adjacent parts are also from that time. It seems some of the visitors date back to that time as well. There are plenty of old-timer boats as well. This Riva yacht costs 600,000 euros. Like a lot of other exhibits, it's looking for a new owner. Andreas Hagner restored the yacht. He says that in the 1970s, the members of the jet set, the sheiks, the aristocracy, the playboys, all wanted a Riva. Nowadays, they are very sought after by old-timer fans. Many of those with a fine collection of old-timer cars want to have a Riva as well, so they can show out on the lake that they like old-timers too.
Zeigen können, dass sie gerne mit Oldtimer unterwegs sind.
The fair also set out to combine machines of the past with modern ones. The vehicles of the future also gained a lot of attention, like this small Mitsubishi Mief, selling at around 40,000 euros. There were also electric bikes alongside the electric cars, like this model with a top speed of 45 kilometers an hour and a range of 60 kilometers. This electric car, based on the Chevrolet Matisse, is manufactured in Dresden. The city Sachs reaches 130 kilometers an hour on the highway with a range of 120 kilometers. There was also a special test track for the cars. Visitors could try out the cars and fly almost silently around the bends. So, plenty of fun for all those people who dreamt of an electric engine in their childhood buggies. But outside, it got a lot louder again. Mercedes racing cars roaring out their refusal to be consigned to history.